What's going on, guys? I'm back with another one, and I just finished watching a movie called Spell, right? Starring Omari Hardwick and Loretta Devine. First of all, as you can see, this is my Halloween special. This is what I'm calling a Halloween special. All right, so deal with this. All right. And this was supposed to be a portion of the costume I was going to wear to the Renaissance Festival. But I was under the impression that the Renfest wouldn't be going down this year because of the COVID. Turns out, a day a little too late, it's still going down. The Renfest is still going down. It's still on. You just have to get the tickets in time. I already know that. But hell, I don't even know if I want to go now. If I want to go still. I'm not going as Freddy Krueger in November. So I don't think at this point it's even a thing that I'll do. Maybe next year. I want to go in October. I want to go in Halloween. That's when it's the best for me. But also, this movie stars Omari Hardwick, as you already heard. We all know Omari Hardwick from that crazy, wild, maybe a little too many sex scenes show Power, right? Now, other than that, there hasn't been a lot of movies or any other shows that he really shines on. I can't really remember a lot of movies that he's in, except for like maybe Kick-Ass or Sorry to Bother You or The Next Day Air. Other than that, he doesn't really stand out in a lot of movies. So now he has a chance to be the lead role. He's actually the lead role in a movie. For what I'm seeing. I don't remember him ever being a lead role. So let's see what Omari Hardwick does with that power. Shall we? Back to the review. Alright. Spell. For those who, haven't heard of this, I can understand you haven't. It kind of just popped out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Spell is about a guy named Marquise. It's lawyer / husband / father who, on the outside, it looks like everything's going fine for him. Everything is just running smooth, But on the inside, he's having some issues because he has a checkered past with his father, who apparently studied the black arts, the Voodoo. His father was heavy into that Voodoo, right? He doesn't want to even talk about this with his family, let alone deal with it within himself. So one day he gets a call that his father has passed. And it hits him, I think only because he knows he has to go back to the hometown where all that crazy stuff happened between him and his father. The beatings and the voodoo and the witchcraft and all that crazy stuff. So while he's on the plane ride there, the helicopter, not the plane. The helicopter crashes all of a sudden. And when he wakes up, he's in a bed, strapped to the bed, misery style, not knowing where he's at. This woman comes in and she begins to, tell him how he needs to stay there and heal up. And for some reason, she won't answer his questions of where his family's at. And so from there on, he has to find a way to get out of there as soon as possible, because she's making it very clear that she practices the arts of voodoo, just like his dad. And, this is where things go haywire, of course. Everything just goes crazy, right? All right. Now, positives. Positives on this movie. Or I'm just going to say, I might just have to say positive, singular. Positive. It's undeniable that Omari Hardwick is a very intense actor. Very intense actor. Matter of fact, I think he shows it best in Power. So, I mean, I can't help but think of Ghost when I was watching this movie the whole time. I couldn't help but think of Ghost, man. The whole time I was thinking Ghost. Because, man, this guy, he played the hell out of a black man in pain. All right? He played the hell out of that. When he got hurt, I'm not going to say exactly what the things that happened to him in this movie, but let's just say he made you feel the struggle. He made you feel like you were in pain. Okay, the suffering he went through. There was some torturing going on with him being captured by this voodoo woman. He was getting tortured. He was suffering, and he didn't lack. It was no lag. I'm sorry, in him letting you know that he was in pain. All right, and him letting you know that he was scared and he was confused and frightened, and was just worried about his family the whole entire time. And that's which is understandable. But he did such a very good job of portraying that as an actor. Kudos to Omari for that. He carried that. He carried it. He carried that role. Okay? Let's just put it like that. He carried that with the strength. Now, let's get to those negatives, shall we? First, man, his family. I don't know. I've never seen those actors before. Anybody from the family, but they were the worst. They had to be the worst actors on earth. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean or cruel, but they were just emotionless. They were like copy-made family from like any random black family movie. Okay, and you can get any random black family from another movie or any generic movie and just throw that in here, and that was them. That was them. It was immediately you said, okay, let's see what's happening in the black culture and just sprinkle it in here. All right. The mom couldn't act. The son, he barely did some acting. Barely. He was still trash. Daughter never even said a word. Daughter didn't say. I swear she didn't say one word. Not one word through the whole movie. Okay, that's just. Come on, man. Come on. Now, when he gets to the villagers in the town that they crashed in, it's supposed to be like a southern feel. All right, I guess they're trying to take you back to simpler times type thing with that. But this is where they overacted. The village was overacted. The whole southern thing was a little too done. It was too much. It was too much. They were trying too hard to be Southern. Okay, and it's weird with Loretta Devine because she kind of talks like that in every movie. But in this one, she really went over the line. She really went over the line with that Southern accent. I hate to be that picky, but it's obvious. It's highly obvious in the movie what was going on with that. All right, so that was another thing that bothered me. Another negative, surprise, surprise. There was a huge loose end involving the father's death. I can't really get into detail on it like I want to, but let's just say that this loose end should have been, it really should have been added in. It really should have been added in to have some kind of understanding to what's going on. Let's just say it like that. To understand what else, how did this, what was going on with this? What's going on with this? What happened to this? Right? But it just kind of, the movie just kind of forgot. Maybe that his father passed. It almost felt like that. It almost felt like that. I can say it like that. So that was kind of left out. That was a plot hole. That was a huge plot hole with his father's death. This movie could have been executed in a better way than what it was done. Okay, anybody could have done a better job the way this movie was wrapped up. I was expecting a lot more from this movie. I felt like there was going to be like a plot twist or something, or which there should have been. There really isn't an extravagant twist, okay? There really isn't an extravagant twist. Without saying too much, things just take a turn, and everything starts to look up for everybody in the movie. All of a sudden. Now I will go back to this. There were some things in the movie that happened that I felt bad for the whole family. I felt bad for the Marquise, what he had to go through and the things he had to endure. Okay, and he had to do just to find out how to get out of there, how to escape, or if there's any chance of escape. All right, from that crap. So that was a very strong element to the movie. For anybody who still want to watch it. And you could already guess with the way I'm giving this review. It's so hard. This is so hard, y'all. This movie, I'm giving this movie. I gotta give it an A, man. I was gonna give it an I at least, but I just, it left me empty. It really left me empty, and still scratching my head on certain things that should have been discussed and explained in the movie. I don't need things spoon fed to me. Let's let you know right now. I'm not saying that. But at least make certain things clear to where you're making the movie understandable in some way. Okay, that you're still trying to stay coherent with the plot. Let's just put it like that. Come on, tie some things up where you're supposed to. That's all I ask. With these movies, and make it a little more scary. This is supposed to be a horror movie. It's just it was intense. It was intense at times, but oh man, Omari, back to the drawing board, Omari. Back to some more power. Back to more power movies. TV shows for you, sir. Try again. All right. Well, like, share, subscribe, and I'm gone.